Okay, we'll send it to you. Okay, cool. There we go. Refresh my channel. Bloop. Okay. Looks like it's live there. View my channel. Cool. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, that's live. So now I want to format this. All right. I see both. All right. Excellent, excellent. All right. We're good to go. Welcome, guys. It's been a while. Nice to be here. I am streaming both on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. This is literally my first stream to ever do this, so apologies for all the issues. Dang it. Someone asked me, what do I think of the missiles? Obviously missiles don't make sense for World War II ship combat, because literally I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there were not guided missiles in World War II. Considering the V2 rocket and the mechanics that it used to accomplish its goals. However, I know that Wargaming loves to make money, and there could very well be money in missiles, unfortunately. So, you know, I can't say that I'm surprised that they're doing it. I understand why I wouldn't like them to do it, and I agree that it's not something I'm looking forward to. But I do like the concept of the defensive. I love the concept of the defensive, active defensive consumable that I think they introduced as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. And by the way, we're game in the background. We're on Two Brothers. I am in the Tier 9 Pan American battleship, fighting at a decent range. I am a secondary build. I'm trying to read chat. I am very sorry if I miss chat. I'm very, very sorry. I am really trying to juggle a lot of things at the same time. This is absolutely the first time I've ever multi-streamed, so there's gonna be some headaches, some heartaches, some nose aches, some ear aches. But I hope that we can have some fun and talk about the game that we all enjoy, or just, you know, talk about whatever. Yep, glasses and cat. I don't actually have glasses or a cat. Well, I have a cat, but cat's a different cat right now. Nuremberg. Hello guys over in Twitch. Oop. Cat. I have an angle on the Palmer. See if we can catch the Iowa. I don't really know where the DD is, but okay. Okay, decent damage. Yeah, it's been a minute. Did I see Black Friday ship bundle? Foreigner, do they have Mr. Krabs working at? Obviously these things are way too expensive. I would play the game free to play it. And that's pretty much what I do now, because I refuse to spend any of my doubloons on anything. But woo! Oh, yes! 2 citadels, 6 on target. Very nice, very nice. Hopefully our secondaries can hit the Pommern too. Okay, so he's got Hydro, which is good for a defensive. Yeah, Roger. On 4 ships, yeah, I'm not gonna spend doubloons on ships. So, not for me, I must say. Okay, we're going after Pommern. Trying to solve problems on multiple flanks. Kind of like the multi-streaming. I'm trying to solve problems on multi-streams. And we did not get a good target strategy. Okay, let's lower the boom. Take him out. Take him out. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we got another cruiser. Hey, PK. How are you doing? You can come up here. Long time no see, RG. Hey. Nice to see you. Yeah, is this live? Am I gonna yeah. I can't see myself spending all my doubloons on these ships. Hey baby. Yeah, let me get this out of your way. Okay. I'm not mad at you. You can have fun. I really like the Pan-American secondary battleships. I like this activation. It's very cool. Oh my god. Gosh. I cannot put out enough fires fast enough in this game mode. This has absolutely been difficult trying to also juggle, trying to read everything. Is there a way to make all my stuff larger font since I'm blind?
The ship is on fire.
A lot of time has passed in this game, so we're just gonna...
I need your support. Roger.
Well, I'm trying to help you. Flint in his smoke. Colorado. That's kind of crazy, Grim. Welcome, guys. It's nice to see you guys here. It's always a pleasure. If, for whatever reason, you miss my stream on Twitch, it's going live as well on YouTube. If that works better for you live, if it doesn't work better for you, maybe you can come back with the VOD save to YouTube, which is glorious. I can't believe this is actually possible. Oh, glorious like that shot. Love it when you Citadel this guy. Oh, yeah, go after Colorado. But it's pretty cool to be able to multi-stream. I'm not gonna lie. I've always dreamed of having the chance to have both of my communities sort of connected. Oh, Flint. Baby Flint. There's so many things that I have to do in this game. The Colorado is going to refuse to be visible, of course. As a battleship, pushing up. Battleship's pushing up.
Torpedoes to port.
We're going to take one torpedo. Oh, no, we're not going to take any torpedo, actually. No, you're not going to win. So I think what we do is we help kill the Flint. Hopefully. That's disappointing. Not gonna lie. There is not enough time left in the game for me to fully benefit from my heal over time, so I might as well activate it on cooldown at this point. I'm going to turn back, activate AA, of course. I'm going to turn back. It looks like the Colorado's backing up, so I should be able to wipe him out with a nice placed shot. Okay, okay. We got a enemy in the center. I'm going to allow the Monarch. Yeah, badass. I'm happy to be here, playing ships with you guys. Man, these Pan American battleships, they're pretty dope, aren't they? They're really powerful. Got that DACA.
The ship is on fire.
I guess he's a Pan American too. I don't know all the Pan American names. Yeah, I guess there's too many enemies here. I should have cornered it one by one, probably.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, a slick little attack there, friend. No! Shoot him! Kill him! Yeah, eventually I'll bring back the cat cam. Ah, what a great game! Cool. Oh well. It was fun. We had fun. That's the most important thing. Ooh, that Iowa. That was pretty dope, not gonna lie. Alright. Need to upgrade my gun range. Now, do I want to play something that's powerful? Or do I want to play something that is weak? I guess I'll get my weak ship out of the way. I don't know, chats. I really don't like the alternative French destroyer line. I feel like it's a dead on arrival kind of line. If I was playing the game and I saw this come out and it was an early access or testing it, I would have absolutely reamed the creation of it, because it just feels like, it feels like the line was created to require the speed boost just to survive. Very disappointing that the line itself was created like that. I just feel like it's really... And how do I do this? How do I do that? No. Really disappointing in that way. Man, I do not know how to do these things. Okay, let's go over here. Let's run, insert, add, run and add. 1 minute 30 ad. Can I like change the length of time the ads are? How many minutes of video ads do you want to run per hour? No, I just want to be able to manually run an ad. Ad length and frequency. Select the automatic to have ad manager adjust your ad length and frequency based on available ad demand at the time. Run an ad break every 60. No, I just want to be able to run a tiny ad. Okay, there we go. Okay. Excellent. What are you doing? Where are you going? PK. What you doing, PK? What you doing? What you doing? Ah, I'm gonna get you, PK. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Okay. So yeah, the alternative French DD line, this emergency engine power is basically required to survive any measurement of attacking DDs or aircraft carrier or light cruiser. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to play them effectively. Whereas if you go the mainline French, Kleber line, it's about 6 to 7 knots faster base, so it's in the 40s. And then on top of that, it can activate its own French engine boost. Now, I don't think it's 30%, I think it's 20%. But it lasts for like 2 minutes when you upgrade it. A 2-minute engine boost at 20% on 40 to 43 knots means that you can get it in the 50s and it'll last for a really long time. Whereas this line is like 35 knots capped out for the entire length of the line. I guess because the torpedoes are so good. But it doesn't have any extra AA gun range, so aircraft carriers are way more powerful against you with the same amount of, AA range. And then on top of that, you've got the same weakness of not having smoke, not having any way of like hiding yourself. It's really a challenge. Not gonna lie, really a challenge. Snuffalo, I broke my right leg. I broke my right leg at end of July, and I had surgery mid-August. So, other than that, I've been good personally on my health. I lost multiple people that I care about to COVID and or the outcomes of COVID. My mom and my father-in-law, so that's been a challenge. And with a broken leg, I've never had to deal with something so significantly debilitating. It's been a really thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. It's been a real challenge. Not gonna lie, it's been a real challenge.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Got the Venom. Oh, we hit one. He's over here on the right side here. Okay. Well, I'm glad I sent my torpedoes over there. Most likely he left the safety of...
Torpedoes, direct front.
Okay, more torpedoes to spot for our team.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Is he retreating? No, he's still there. I mean, we're pretty much married. We're common law married. I will marry that lady. I just have to prove that I'm the... I feel like losing your parent really sucks. And, ooh, nice. Kid, we don't get that guy. Losing a parent really sucks. She lost her dad. I lost my mom. And I feel like... Ooh, assisted in destruction. Cool. And I just feel like that's got to be like one of the hardest things to go through. I was the person who found her. I took like,
Torpedoes to starboard.
oh shit,
Engine boost activated.
took time to dodge the torpedo. um, I took time away from everything. She allowed me to go home. My mom was dying of cancer, and it was a bad cancer, and it really was awful, honestly. And I had to help her through the last stage of it, basically. Her and my dad and my sister. So it was challenging. I am not gonna lie. Super awful. Yeah, torps to dodge or islands to hit. I'll be there for you. It was very challenging, and I'm glad that I was able to be there for her in the final part of it, because it's horrible, like it's awful. But I also will say that it's hard to see it firsthand. Absolutely brutally hard. And I can
Engine boost deactivated.
leave me alone, North Carolina. Gotta hate this line. It's just so slow, just so incredibly slow, so incredibly weak against everything. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work because that's what Mom would want. You know, cancer sucks. Obviously, I think everyone knows that. And it sucks to have to go through that, and it sucks to have to accept the outcome before it's there. So, you know, a lot of growing as a person. Gosh, I hate this line. It sucks so much. It's such a bad line, PK. You make this a challenge in its own way, and I'm already playing a really crappy line. What the heck kind of dispersion is that, man? That was a crappy dispersion for me. I literally have like a kitten that we're fostering, trying to take care of. She's like walking through the scene. I hate you, aircraft carrier. No offense, aircraft carrier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a challenge. Everything's a challenge. But you know what? We all have our challenges that we have to deal with. I'm sure many of you have had to deal with similar heartache in the 3 years since I came back with Twitch. And, you know, it's just one of those things that we all have to deal with, and I'm just trying to get through it the best I can, quite honestly. And, definitely humbling, for sure, to go through this, but I really love the people in my life that were there to support me, my family. She's amazing, and I think that, you know, through this experience, she further solidifies just how amazing she is as a person, how lucky I am to have her in my life. She volunteered me to go home. I don't live in the same city as my parents, so I had to, you know, basically live with my parents at the end of this process for my mom. And, you know, it's super challenging, of course. My son was all alone taking care of, like, 8 cats. They're all rescue. And working every day and not complaining at all. And she also loves my mom. My mom loves her. So it was it was really hard. It was really hard on all of us, you know. She couldn't be there for my mom, you know, in person because she was there for me in the other ways, right? So like it's just one of those things where life doesn't really care what's going on. They're just gonna throw everything at you, and you just have to weather it and show how strong you can really be. And I just really appreciate how strong she really is to take care of the four-legged family and to enable me to help my mom and my family in the final act of a horrible cancer. Horrible cancer. So yeah, it's just the way that went. But I've had my mom died in 2024. And in June, yeah, early June 2024, and it's been a year and a half. I got in a car. Oh, I totally overlooked this. Oh, Chickadee, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, Chickadee. Comment on really. Welcome everyone who's coming in from Chickadee's stream. We're talking about all the crazy stuff that happened to me. I'm just talking about losing my mom. I got in a major car accident last year in September. Totaled my car. Absolutely wrecked that lovely experience. Yeah, welcome guys. I appreciate it. So like, had the realization that the car that my mom and my dad gave me. What are you doing? The car that my mom and dad gave me, she's never gonna know my cars anymore, you know, because she's gone. So, you know, that's hard, saying goodbye to a part of her because it was a car that they drove. And it's hard, obviously. It's hard to, like, you think about things like, oh, my mom got me this, or my mom got me that. It was the last thing my mom did for me. You know, my mom was a huge supporter of me. And oh, hello everyone! Thank you guys. I really appreciate all the people from the raid. We're just playing ships and talking life. First time doing a multi-stream, so apologies. I'm talking to both my YouTube and also my Twitch. I hope you guys are able to keep track of everything that's going on. Obviously, very, you know, very, it's stressful, but it's not, because so much has happened in the time that I was away from this that this is really nothing compared to that kind of stress. But having to go through all these different milestones without mom, and having watch my lose her dad just, you know, a couple months. Oh, get your little sap shell off of me, salmon. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. We're not doing this. Fun. Yeah, all that sort of thing. Going through that huge life-changing experience. But I expected it to occur at some point in my life. I wasn't ready for it. Absolutely not. Got our first one of the day, and now a cat is climbing up my chair. Literally, spider cat. But going through all of this really, like, solidifies my relationships. It reveals character that you really don't expect that you are capable of. I remember thinking about, you know, how sad I would cry over the thought of her passing and her being gone and not having her anymore. And there's enough time that's passed that I don't do that the way I used to, and that's good and bad. Obviously, it means that enough time has passed that you just have to accept the reality, obviously. But enough time has passed that you gotta accept the reality. I don't have my mom anymore. I can't just call my mom on my phone. I can't tell her about my day, or ask her what she thinks. Share my my opinion on my channel, or job opportunities away from this, or the different things that we would be into. And it's it's great that you're gonna head off. Chickadee, take care. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Chickadee. You're wonderful, beautiful. Have a great night. Enjoy your rest. But yeah, going through it, it really changes me as a person, and hopefully it makes me more mature and stronger to be able to deal with things like this. Yeah, you want to just talk to them. I want to talk to them so bad. I'm gonna run an ad for this break because it makes the most sense, and then we'll talk. We'll continue talking when we get back into this. I guess I'm not allowed to run an ad. That's weird. There. Yeah, I don't know if it's working or not. I really don't know. Pre-roll ad are disabled for 11 minutes. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to put ads at natural breaks where I'm in the queue or waiting and there's nothing interesting going on. Thank you so much for any subs that are coming in. I have no idea what's happening. I sold most of my streaming equipment. This is I literally have an iPad on that my chat is coming through. Michael, thank you. I appreciate that. Rocky, I appreciate that too. So I'm running this on Linux. Heresy, absolute heresy. I'm gonna do a whole gyro thing. My Steam controller was busted because my batteries blew up in it, so I had to completely disassemble it and clean it out with alcohol and all that stuff. I actually watch a lot of YouTube videos where they do, the YouTubers who do ASMR breakdown or cleaning or all those different things where they basically record themselves working on equipment or fixing it or cleaning things or making things, but all you see or hear is their hands, and you can hear them scrubbing or them screwing things in and out. I just am so fascinated by that. But anyway, so I had to disassemble my Steam controller to recover its ability to even function, because what are you doing, cat? She's going crazy in the background while I tell you this story. So yeah, I had to completely disassemble it to recover it. I want to set up gyro because gyroscopic control scheme is a new burgeoning way to control games. The idea is you take a controller with a gyro, and there's not a lot on the market actually. The Xbox controller doesn't have it. The original Switch Pro controller had a really low quality gyro. But what gyro can do is it will allow you to have a mouse control on a controller. So I can very easily and very accurately use a controller like a mouse, but have all the inherent advantages of a controller for like ergonomics. Using a keyboard and a mouse can be rough on your wrists, and I have some health concerns that are cropping up because I have used a mouse and a keyboard so extensively. And please, dear God, don't kill me. I've used a mouse and a keyboard so extensively over the years and so aggressively playing various games that I'm starting to see the downside of it. So I'm attempting to try and conserve my hands by converting to something that is a little bit more ergonomic. So the oh god, I've totally overlooked the fact that I'm playing the Dutch. The Dutch. There's two things in this world that I can't stand, Austin. People who are intolerant of other people's culture, and the Dutch. I love that scene in Austin Powers. It's so great. He delivers it with such perfectness. But anyway, I really want to introduce you guys to gyroscopic controls, and Steam, which I've enabled World of Warships to run with the account linking, can interpret your mouse and keyboard controls to gyroscopic. So I can use the Steam controller to... Oh my god, I'm so dead. I am talking way too much, and I'm not paying attention at all to what is going on, Montana! Lovely, lovely, lovely. I love dying. Go forward to victory! No! Miss, you bastard!
Main turret critically damaged.
Okay. We're good. Yeah. We're not rusty at running into islands, that's for sure. But, yeah. So anyway, gyro. Certain controllers on the market have a gyro interpreting chip. Steam controller is one of those, and it is... With Steam, you can enable settings that will interpret mouse and keyboard input to a controller input while also making use of gyroscopic controls. Using gyroscopic controls will give you a break to your wrists so that you're not always slamming it hardcore if you play mouse and keyboard all the time. So I very excitedly am exploring this, that I will create content for. And I really love it because I've tested it with like Team Fortress 2 and whatever, and I could easily play against mouse and keyboard and keep up. There's actually some inherent advantages to a keyboard, not a keyboard, a controller versus mouse and keyboard, other than, don't you dare kill me, other than just the, gosh, you gotta die. Other than just preserving my wrists from carpal tunnel, but I can very quickly flick my focus on one thing or another, which you can't really do with a mouse and keyboard without like picking it up and dragging it, and you have to give up accuracy in one way or another. Either you're too or either the movement is too imprecise, or it's too precise that you can't move quickly. Whereas a gyro, you can have both. You can have quick movements and slow movements, and have very precise controls for either. So I can look 180 and also have very, very quick and accurate aiming. So I'm going to create a series of either a stream or a long form video that will introduce this, how to set it up on Steam, those sorts of things. And hopefully it'll be something that is valuable for people who are interested in it. Because I didn't think that I would be interested in it. I personally hate controllers. I've sold all of my consoles. I just hate the stick control element. I feel like sticks are very inaccurate compared to a mouse, and I can't stand it. I really can't stand the level of inaccuracy that people. Oh God, why are you there? Ah, he's over here looking right at us. That's lovely. Oh, please, God, miss. Miss me, miss me, miss me, baby. Wasn't even close. I just can't... I can't stand controllers. So, I am the perfect demographic to talk about this, you jerk. Because I never enjoyed the controller aspect. I always overlooked it to play Halo or something like that, but I always preferred playing mouse and keyboard my whole life. And it works really well. It works very well to recreate mouse and keyboard on a controller. And I look forward to that. I look forward to all the traditional things that I like to do with the game itself. Rhode Island, stop firing on us. Rhode Island, please miss. Rhode Island did not miss. So yeah, the Steam controller, which is no longer sold, has this in it. And due to the power of Steam, I can play on my Linux box a Windows-based game like this. I can also interpret mouse and keyboard input to use this gyro. And I can keep my hand in like a really comfortable position all the time. I don't have to rest it on some hard surface, or I could play the PC version of World of Warships on my television and still have access to the full control scheme. I don't need to go play World of Warships Legends, the console version of this game, if I'm so inclined to want to sit on the couch and relax, you know. So there's a lot of cool things that it can enable players to enjoy, and I think that's valuable, because I do think that the PC version of this game is the superior version, as I think everyone here also feels the same. Yeah, really. Who put that island there? I swear it wasn't there the moment I looked at it. But yeah, that'll be fun to cover. I'm also going to cover some... I'm in the process of recreating overlays so I can make some long-form videos again and post them on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is also a great resource. You can watch the stream either on Twitch or YouTube if you prefer, whichever one you prefer. It doesn't really matter. The only caveat that I have to say is that due to the nature of the Twitch agreement, I am not allowed to stream the game at I'm not allowed to stream at a higher quality anywhere else. So Twitch has to be at least as good as the best quality. And I do think that Twitch still has a limitation. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I act like I haven't looked at this stuff in 3 years, because I really haven't. I've been preoccupied with real life. But I believe that there is still a bitrate cap on Twitch that's fairly low. Correct? And because of that, I can't stream at the absolute maximum quality that I could potentially stream at, create the video and upload it to YouTube, for example, at like 4K or 1440p or something like that. Yeah, Michael Caine delivers it perfectly. I love Michael Caine. He's so funny. This should end up being over. Our team should capture this. There's only 2 left in the game. I do want to see if we can watch as my team wins this game. Wins the victory. Gosh, wins the victory. I'm just an English smith over here. But yeah. I'm using a shotgun microphone. So here's the story. Obviously, I documented losing my family members, and that was incredibly traumatic. I got in a car accident. I didn't break my leg in the car accident, and my significant other was actually in the car accident with me. And she was about to have neck surgery. Oh my god. So yeah, when your significant other who has a neck injury or who just got surgery is included in this car accident, it's not exactly, and my car was totaled in it, so it wasn't like a minor fender bender. Okay, this was like a NASCAR wreck where where they crash into the concrete barrier sidewall, the outside, or IndyCar. I don't know if they have that in Formula One. Most of the wrecks I see happen around tires and stuff like that. But no, I didn't roll it. I got smushed by a very big vehicle that was unable to stop, and due to the nature of so it was so epic. I was on a highway, a 2-lane highway. Both sides had concrete barriers right up against the drive lanes, yeah. So there was nowhere that I could escape. Usually there's a runoff or there's an extra lane that if you recognize that there is going to be, a section of the drive where everyone's going to accordion into a small section, you can just bail out, right? There was no bailing out here, okay? This was absolutely a street course in Formula One and IndyCar or even NASCAR, and both sides right up against the drive were absolutely no safety. So I got rear-ended by a truck pulling a trailer, a heavy trailer. I remember the tires billowing tons and tons and tons of smoke as they were trying to stop the vehicle in time. He attempted to stop the vehicle in time. He was unsuccessful, though. I got slammed in the back, and I was forced into one of the concrete barriers. And when I was forced into one of the concrete barriers, I slammed into the car right in front of me. My left front failed completely. My rear end was smushed inside. He didn't compromise the frame of the vehicle, but he compromised everything else about the vehicle. Who was the passenger in the vehicle, the right side was completely smushed so that there wasn't any way for her to escape. She had to come through the driver's side, and we were up against a concrete wall, and the car came to a rest, and I just knew right away, oh man, this car is absolutely totaled. There's no way this car is getting repaired. No way. But in the moment, all I'm thinking about is, oh my god, did my so break her surgery? Is her neck okay? Is she, alive? Which she was. She was alive. She was in a lot of pain, though. So I was very concerned about the pain that she was expressing in the moment. So I was not thinking as clearly as I should have. But she got by. She survived it. There wasn't any major injury. It didn't re-aggravate anything to do with the surgical. Everything held. thank God. But it was a traumatic event, obviously, and one that I would not wish on anyone. And that happened in September, which was 3 or 4 months after losing my mother. And I had a really crappy 2024, by the way. Really, really crappy. There was something else that happened too. I can't quite remember because obviously losing your mom, totaling your car in a major accident. There's a lot of things that you forget when those things occur. But yeah, I had that event, and by the way, we're doing this. I'm gonna do an ad break while I'm in the queue, and then we'll get back to the story. 1 second, guys. Oh God, yeah, yeah. I lost one of my cats. Grim T, you're right. So we'll talk about that too. Oh my God, what a crazy year. I hated that. I hated it. We'll talk about that when we load back in. Thank you again, anyone who's subscribing, anyone who is following me. If you enjoy my content, please make sure you follow my Twitch and my YouTube channels. Like, subscribe, all those things. I really appreciate it. Comment in chat, comment or whatever. Just participate. If you enjoy the content, participate. That goes the furthest to support me and my ability to create content for you to enjoy and just have the chance to talk with you. But yes, I actually lost one of my cats. He broke out one day, and me and my we love animals. We absolutely hate it when we see animals, dead on the side of the road. So that's the greatest fear, right? Is you lose a indoor cat. He goes outside, and the next thing I know, I'm going to find him dead on the side of the road, right? So I am freaking out. She's freaking out. We didn't have any sight on him whatsoever. And recall, I'm sleeping okay. I try not to hold things to create nightmares for myself. There are things that will obviously cause sleepless nights, but traumatic events, for whatever reason, they don't do that for me. So I'm thankful that I'm able to find my peace with life so that it's not going to affect me past the event. So, but Chewbacca got out. He broke out. He was gone for over 48 hours. We looked everywhere for him around our area. We did, high and low, put out the search, wanted papers, find this mother, lost pet, all that sort of thing, online resource, couldn't find him. So we were just walking as we started doing in hopes that we would bump into him in the neighborhood. But we were just walking through the neighborhood one day, like 72 hours after, and we actually found him. We found this cat. This cat was just chilling. And up until this point, I had volunteered to man a outdoor camera, and we were trying to bait him with things that he likes, a litter box, his toys, food that he likes, those sorts of things. This guy wouldn't show his face for any of it. But we were walking down the street, and we come across him, and we're like, oh my God, there he is. we have finally found him. And, oh, I can't tell you the elation that I felt finding this cat. It was absolutely a horrible... Yeah, I was so terrified that I was going to find this cat run over. We've had a lot of cats run over in our community for one reason or another. I don't know why people run over these animals, but you know, that's the worst fear, right? Is that you're gonna see your family member gone and you're gonna have to live with the consequences. So it was really hard, not gonna lie. Really hard to not have him, not know where he was. We would maybe never see him ever again. Maybe someone would, you know, capture him and keep them for his own. I don't know, but horrible traumatic event to lose a loved one like that. But I'm thankful that we were able to find him. He's back home, causing mischief and mayhem, and dreaming of going outside. And I'm thankful every moment that I have that stupid cat in my care, because he's a real sweetheart. And this cat actually had a seizure not long after the event. I don't know if something happened out there or if he was always gonna have a seizure. But regardless, you know, it's nice that he's back. Hello, PK. It's nice that we were able to get him back and have him part of the family once again. He's still alive. He's a more humble cat, I would say. He definitely realizes the errors of his way in some ways, and I'm glad that he does, because holy crap, this cat was absolutely gonna die out there. And crap, my priority target is on the other side. He was absolutely gonna die out there. There was no doubt in my mind. There's just not enough safety out there for them or any you know, animals. So it's just tough knowing that that was potentially his outcome, and potentially there's nothing we could have done to stop it at that point. So, you know, it's one of those things. I wouldn't wish having a family member lost in the world without your protection. Again, it makes you a stronger person to go through these things, but at this point in 2024, damn it, I don't want to get any stronger. I'm tired of getting strong. Can't I just get some time away from strengthening myself? It's one of those things, man, where it just feels like it'll always happen. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you gotta go, have a great one. But yeah, I'm really thankful for my family. I'm really thankful for my soul. We've had to weather a lot over these 2-3 years away. You can obviously imagine that's a good reason to not stream or create content, as it's pretty traumatic stuff that we went through. But I'm glad that I know that she's my, rock solid, and she's amazing. She can put up with anything that life has to throw at her, and she won't complain, because she's had to put up with a lot before. And I'm just thankful every minute of every day that I have her. She's just wonderful. And I just can't believe how it all worked out. I really can't. Oh, yeah. Oh, Hugh Jam, I'm sorry. That's awful. Yeah, coyotes are... I feel bad for them, but also I would never in a million years accept them to harm one of my family members, so I would absolutely murder the crap out of a coyote if they were trying to do that to my animal too, so... I get it. It's a tough world out there. There's just not enough resources for every single creature, and yeah, you just have to try and conserve what you have. Yeah, you gotta conserve what you have and be thankful for what you have. As I have a cat chewing the crap out of my arm. But yeah, I just, I'm just happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I'm able to tell you these stories, and I'm happy to learn from the stories. Looks like I can't afford to. Okay, he fired his guns. That's good. Tell you what, this alt American line is unique. SAP works really well against like a lightly armored battleship group like the Brits or something. You know, a lot of lightly armored. But it doesn't work very well against high armor on the outside. So I'm trying to get some fires set. And while all this is going on, my team is figuring out how to lose. Badly.
Engine boost deactivated.
Of course they reintroduce coyotes. Here they are naturally occurring. While he's out there, I literally live in Roadrunner country, so you can imagine that it's like a never-ending power struggle between the Roadrunners and the coyotes. So there's no love for coyotes in my neck of the woods. They're very loyal to the Roadrunner. But, it's tough. It's really tough. Because, someone has to win and someone has to lose. And either way, an animal's gonna die. So it's not something that's pretty or doesn't bring any joy to me for certain. But it's just one of those things that, it's brutal. There's a lot of hawks, too. So there's a lot of, like, little birds and, small creatures that get hunted into oblivion. Hey, sweetheart, what you doing? You're being silly in my lap. Just playing with my arm. Who needs an arm for this? You should be able to do this with one hand. This is easy, right?
Torpedoes to starboard.
Boy, the Frenchie is healing up fast. I cannot sap shell his superstructure quick enough. Ah! Oh no, is this a Frenchie or is this a... I don't even remember. This the Soviet, maybe? Alright, cool. Man, I just don't understand why the smoke is so, like, short-lived on this, but... Oh, lovely. There's a Cossack close by. It sounds French. I don't understand why the smoke is so short. I wish there was more charges on it. Yeah, you turn it on and you turn it off, but it's just not a lot of smoke time overall. Hello. Hello. Hey, D-Bickle. Hello, baby. Hello, sweetie. Yeah, you're a cutie. You're a cutie pie. Yeah, you're cute. Oop. You're just gonna bite my hand? Yep. Yeah. Ooh, Missouri. Nice. Is there a Cleveland over here? Is that what's using radar on me? There must be a Cleveland right here. Oh, Cossack. Beautiful, beautiful. There has to be a Cleveland right here. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yeah, you have to leave smoke now, don't you? Nice, nice, nice.
Engine boost deactivated.
Something's over here. No, I did not play any games. I have very little time to play games. So no, I have not. No, I took a huge hiatus for the whole game. What, like 5, 6, 7 lines I had to unlock. I've been streaming at YouTube for a little bit, but I was talking to myself. I was like, hey, you know, what do you think I should do? This wasn't a possible option when I was actively streaming at Twitch. Multi-streaming was heresy, you know, it was literally like asking, you know, the Chaos Gods to bless me as a space marine of the Imperium. Who would not have that. I would be, you know, deemed a heretic and wiped from the face of, you know, the 40k universe or whatever. But I read about Twitch opening this ability up, and I was excited for it. And my soul was like, you know, why don't you multi-stream? What is your reason for not multi-streaming? And I basically said, well, I don't really have a reason. I guess I just never thought to multi-stream, you know? It never was an option. So, yeah, I've figured out how to multi-stream. So now I'm going to stream both at Twitch and YouTube and hang out with both of you guys. I like YouTube because it's my YouTube account with long-form video that you guys can enjoy. And it also leaves a stream VOD for people to watch after the fact, which is lovely. I plan to do more thematic streams, aka, you know, this is a unique legendary upgrade. What if I go all in on this idea? What if I decide to play a ship line that wouldn't normally play a certain way? What if I played them like this? You know, like if I were to play just a random example. What if I went secondaries on a destroyer? Or if I went all in on damage skills, or all level 1 skills, or all level 2 skills? What would that look like? You know, how would that play? I've been watching a person on YouTube who plays the remastered Diablo 2, and he creates artificial constraints to his characters. He'll play a character where he can only use and equip strength items, or he has to be able to one-shot every unit to progress, or he can only use spells and abilities at range, or something like that. So I think, you know, that's a really fun way to approach something like World of Warships, which I'm absolutely going to explore, and we're gonna, you know, make it a more entertaining experience overall. So I'm excited to come back to the game and create valuable content. I will obviously be doing first impressions, reviews, down the line. I think what I'm going to do is my down the line will be like the Research Bureau ships. So, for example, if I were to reset a line, the ships that you would then have to play for your Research Bureau tokens, those are the ships that would be involved in the Down the Line series video. Can't stay up. Yeah. I appreciate you tuning in. I understand. I have to stream super late because I have a real job during the day. This is merely my fun job at night. So I have to find time to fit this in, and this is the most convenient time to fit it in. And that's why, obviously, YouTube VODs are a really great resource for those of us who are asleep when I'm streaming at this time, or, you know, whatever, right? That's the idea. So I just really enjoy creating content. I really enjoy streaming content. I really just enjoy the process of this. This is really energizing for me, and I really enjoy having the opportunity to talk to you guys and enjoy it. Cartman, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the continued support too, friend. You're wonderful. But, yeah, just a gigolo. Yep. Yep. Just a gigolo. But, yeah. I'm excited. Oh, let me run an ad break. This is a natural ad break, so we will do it naturally. I still don't understand the Twitch ad setup. I'm really confused. They really want me to use like a manager. I don't want to run. Yeah, I want to run a single ad, and I want to be able to choose when the ad plays. I don't want to bombard you with like a 2-minute of the same ad, you know. Hello, cutie. Thank you, Jax. T-Jax. You moved to Thailand, so you appreciate it. Yeah, so it's convenient, you know, for some, less convenient for others. But yeah, I enjoy creating content. Obviously, people in the World of Warships community appreciated my content creation enough to support my YouTube, which then allowed me to also stream at Twitch. Well, now I can combine everything into one, basically. If you prefer watching at one, you can watch our other, and, you know, we can go from there. I have no idea how short form works. That is before my time. So I have to investigate that. But, you know, I'm just excited to be a part of the community again. I really miss just talking about this game and talking with you guys about life as well. So that's the story that's happened here. I don't enjoy the Soviet submarines. I feel like they are crappy. Yeah, PK. I feel like they are crappy. Crappy. Yes. Crappy.
Commander, we've been detected. Enemy force detected.
I wish the hydrophone wasn't such a slow cooldown. Seems like he's coming back this way.
Commander, we've been detected.
Oh my god. It's gonna be really bad.
We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port. Problem solved, sir. Torpedo.
Wow. Insane. He sent dumbfire torpedoes at the bottom layer. Wow. That is impressive. I never would have thought to do that. Wow. I am impressed. Man. I guess I know what I have to do. Wow. How did he know to do that? That's just crazy. Man, I am so impressed now. Huh. Wow. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing play. Well played, sir. Well played. Hey, baby. You doing okay? You doing okay? Yeah. Yeah, sweetie. Oh. You're a cutie. You're a cutie. Here. Oh, oh, it's okay. Don't react. Just sit there. Sit there. Maybe we can plug this in. We can show off. Well, no, we can't do that. I'll work on getting the cat cam going so that when we have downtime, I can switch to it. Yeah, you're a cutie. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Yeah, you love everything that's a cable. She's already chewed one of my cables, by the way. You love everything that's a cable. You can't get enough of it. Yeah, we'll get it going. But anyway, whoop, whoop. There you go, whoop. She's sitting on my lap and she's purring, which she's never done, so I'm surprised she's doing it. But so I lost my mom. I totaled my car. I lost my cat. My son's dad died probably like 10 or 13 months before my mom died. And he died during a heart surgery to unblock like one of his arteries or clean up something, and his system crashed during the surgery and he just never recovered. Really awful. My son didn't really get to say goodbye. He was already in surgery. She just arrived after he had gone through, multiple heart attack, stroke sort of event during, and yeah. So we lost him, we lost my mom, we lost my cat, lost my car. And took a break from making content, took a break from making anything. I didn't want anything to do with life. I was ready for it to just be over, right? So, really hard time. My mom was really important for my family. She was, a wonderful person. But, you just have to continue on. All my family members were like, yeah, at least I got the cat back. And at least my car insurance paid for my car being totaled, because that would have sucked to have to pay for it. So at least those were handled in ways that they could actually be handled, right? But I was taking a break from, ever creating anything of note. And I was just gonna grind out life until my life was over, pretty much. But, life gets better after losing loved ones, obviously. And we get cool ideas, or unique ideas, or new ideas. And one of the things that me and my so love to do together is we like to build Legos. And Legos are something that we can do that is relaxing and rewarding. I built the DeLorean. I built a time machine out of a DeLorean. So we have fun with that. I make some Star Wars stuff. Anyway, I like ASMR type of content on YouTube where they build something or they fix something or they make something. And I was going to attempt to revitalize my channel by making a sort of ASMR Lego channel. So I sold off all of my stuff that I used for ships.
Torpedoes astern.
I wish this guy would choose something to do. So I sold off all my stuff, and I decided to buy a shotgun microphone, and we were going to record ourselves making Legos, and we were going to have, you know, that fun interaction with that.
Taking the lead.
But on the day, and I swear to you, this is what happened. On the day that I was going to make a Lego video with this shotgun microphone where I'm, you know, making the Lego pieces click and all that sort of thing, really satisfying when it's done right, I broke my right leg. And I didn't feel like making anything after breaking my right leg. So I put that idea on pause. And I decided to walk away for a little bit. And in doing so, it led to me coming back to World of Warships. And I'm using the shotgun microphone, which I think a shotgun microphone actually probably works better than the alternative. How did the Moss miss that torpedo attack, by the way? But I came back to ships with the remaining equipment that I still had, which was like nothing, literally nothing. And you know, I'm making content again with it, and seeing the response to my content has been really an eye-opener. I'm very humbled by the amount of people that are like, we love your content, Notser, we missed it. You know, what happened? Where have you been? We love you. You know, all the nice things that people say. I was really overwhelmed by the affection that was shared. And it made me reconsider, you know, maybe this is something that is worth continuing to invest in. Now, I'm never going to go back to the days where I spend hours and hours and hours streaming and doing, you know, trying to get the perfect YouTube. That's not me anymore. I recognize that's a little insane.
Torpedoes to port.
But that doesn't mean that I can't create good content that is appreciated by the community. And oh my god, dodge the shit out of this. That doesn't mean that I can't make great content that people appreciate and is rewarding and enjoyable, and it scratches that itch, you know. So that's where we're at. We're trying to recreate the glory of the channel. And in doing so, you know, find a little bit more fun with life after such horrible things happened in it. And just super excited over the idea to come back and re-engage with the community, have an opportunity to kind of refresh my relationship with some people in the community who maybe have had, you know, second thoughts because of, you know, time and losing people to other games or losing people to other things. So I'm just thankful for the chance to play around and appreciate. Yeah, the game's about to be over, by the way. I'm just thankful for the chance to talk to you guys and create content that people can enjoy, and
Torpedoes, direct front.
it's just one of those things where
Torpedoes, direct front. Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
and I wish I didn't put out that fire. God, do I wish I didn't. Mistake. Oh, lovely. There's enemies all over.
Problem solved, sir.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Gotta keep the Colorado or San Diego. No, the San Diego. Helena. Just need to delay this action. Push hard! I can't push any harder. I can't do it, Captain. She just can't take it.
Good game, everyone. Well done, Commander. All
Okay, Boyskevitz over there.
area. Roger.
Yeah, Roger.
Roger. Roger.
Now we're going after Helena. Pretty healthy.
The ship is on fire.
Just by the skin of our teeth here. Barely afloat here.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
The ship is on fire. Good game, everyone. Problem solved, sir.
He's the last one.
Teammate, I need your support. Roger.
I think we got this. I don't know exactly how much. When Friday the 13th is no Friday the 13th this year. Yeah, I mean Friday the 13th is horror, I guess. That's the association, and Halloween is on Friday this year, I guess. Zuma, hide, you bastard! Shear, shear, shear! Oh, it's over. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. Make him pay. Oh my god, why would you fire your guns? Why did you fire your gun? Why did you fire your gun? Why did you fire your gun? Oh my... Oh my god! Oh my god. The stress. Visibly sweating. Visibly sweating. It's that sweating meme with the guy with his foreheads. Why would he fire his guns? Why? Why did he have to fire his guns? Oh my god. Oh, thank god every single high explosive shell hit his literal gun. Otherwise we would have died. That was absolutely incredibly stressful, but somehow we won. Somehow we won. Live to fight another day. Woo! Wow. Very stressful. Very stressful. Oh my god, and of course, the one game that I play in my submarine where I get nothing. I get nothing. I did nothing. That's stressful. Wow. I think I might submit that game to Jingles just so people can see how stressful this game can really be. Wow. That holy crap, man. My armpits are so wet. I have to tell you, I am so sweaty over that. Uh sh sh- if I was a video game holder, where would I be in? Maybe I can search World of Warships. World of Warships. God, that was incredibly stressful. I am incredibly stressed out. We're gonna run an ad break while I figure out where this replay is because holy crap. I gotta share this with Jingles because he'll get a kick out of it, hopefully. Very stressful. Very stressful. Yeah, everywhere. Where the hell does Steam, where's my Steam folder? Steam? Launcher? Nope, nope, that's not it. Where would my game library be in Steam? Oh, maybe I can look in Steam. Okay, let's see here. Properties, location, updates. Where would this be? Compatibility, location, launch options. Where do I look? Installed files. There. That's where it is. Like, God, I'm trying to find this. Alright, replays. Okay, most recent replay? Yes. Alright, there we go. I'm going to immediately send this to Jingles. He'll get a kick out of this. Hopefully he'll like it. Does anyone know Jingles' email or Discord? What's the best way to get in contact with him? So. Let's see. Other location on computer. Jingles business. Okay. Do you think that's the one that he'll answer the quickest? If I do that. What was this? My name, local, share, Steam. My name, local. It's the one on YouTube. Okay, okay, he has one. Name, local, share, Steam. Emap. Common. World of Warships. Replays. There you go. Okay. YouTube. 1 second. I'm just trying to do this. Ad break. Ad break. And then we'll get back and play. Okay, cool. Oh, he's got it in his description. Okay, Jingle's business at... Okay, cool. Jingle's business. Crazy game. Okay. Sent that on to my friend. Hopefully he'll like it. Hopefully he'll share it with his channel. Anyway. Let's see. So the German manual secondary cruiser line finally came out. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. If you have World of Warships, submit the service to an email link to... Oh, okay. Email, submit it to this. Okay, so I have to... Okay. Let's see. Got to log into my email. He does it a little bit differently, I guess. Okay. 1 second, I'm just trying to get this on to him because I think you'll really enjoy it. Yeah, I hit Notsers all the time, unfortunately for me. Come on, log in. Log in, damn it. Stars. Let's see. Want to submit this. Open. Nope, that was not the server temporarily unavailable. Oh my god, what an annoying feat. Okay, fine. Login? Looks like it's loading. Confirm confirmation. Authentic. Yep. Upload a replay. Select the file. Oh, this is so annoying. Local. Share. Theme. Theme apps. Common. World of Warships. Replays. Crazy. upload that. So I'm going to share this link, and I'm going to give it to him. Link in the video description. Alright, sent it on towards him. We'll see what else happens. Alright, cool. Anyway. So, obviously the German cruiser line, I don't really know how good they are. They're very difficult to play, in my opinion. I definitely feel like the German manual cruiser line, I don't really know where it could be successful in the game, because I feel like it's so incredibly squishy that I can't rely on it for what it is truly designed for, and that is secondaries. So I've attempted to try and make it viable with a main battery build, but God, just so incredibly like squishy, like incredibly squishy. I was shocked that the Shear was able to survive the 3 to 5 HE shells that made direct contact with its hull. That was unbelievable. I I don't know if he was forcibly spotted or he chose to spot himself. That's where the replay is going to answer that question. So I hope that, Jingles will watch it and he'll also get he'll be as shocked as I was over the game. But oh, that was such a crazy game. So what I felt like at the end of that match, the Boyskovica needed to die because it was already super low. He could easily land torpedoes on one of us and kill us. I felt like the Azuma was attempting to sail around the map and avoid the battleships with the most health and potentially come back over at A. I was obviously low health, but I was hopeful that I could bait the enemy Boyskovica, which I felt like his smoke was... He already used all his charges. So I think what he was attempting to do, I don't know what he was attempting to do, but I think what he was attempting to do was kill me before I could kill him. Which is very optimistic if I'm in secondary gun range, which I was in secondary gun range, and I pushed into him. Overlord Boo! Thank you for that. I appreciate it, friend. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, I don't know why he open fired first. I was attempting to push him into the wall because I had known where he was, and I saw the Missouri, I think it was, the American battleship on the far right. I saw him pushing forward, so I wanted to trap the Boyskovica in a pincher move. I wanted to take away his ability to retreat. That was the goal. I felt like I had enough health that I could take a torpedo. Obviously, the Azuma remains to be seen. I felt like if the Azuma open-fired, I could fire on the Azuma, and maybe my secondaries could finish off the Boyskovica. Maybe I was a little aggressive, firing my main guns at the Boyskovica. I was just afraid that maybe he had some way to hide. Obviously, hindsight on that. But we obviously killed him, and then I died to the Azuma incoming fire. If I would have had just a little bit more health, I could have dropped off detection and then, done that sort of thing. As it stands, it became really entertaining and really close, and multiple times the game was literally, on a razor's edge. And I just think that those games are so fun to be a part of, because you just never know. You never know what crazy thing will happen. You always think, we got this in the bag if we just do everything right. Well, that doesn't always happen. And you know, if everything worked out the way it was supposed to, then the game was going to be one-sided, right? So in some ways, it's more entertaining when it doesn't work out the way that you planned it. So I had a lot of fun with that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. It will be on my YouTube channel for for people to enjoy, and hopefully Jingles will put it on his YouTube channel and get even more eyes on the game, because it was very entertaining for me. I absolutely have sweaty armpits now because of the shear with the fire that went in, and I think he took, again, 3 to 5 HE shells directly on his guns. And thank God they hit the gun, because if they hit literally any other part of his ship, he would have died and we would have lost that game. But, yeah, super fun. I like one-life games. I think this and Counter-Strike, they just work better for this kind of, like, experience. And I think the Des Moines is slowing down. But yeah, I really like one-life games for the stress factor and the you have to live with your choices kind of thing. It's very entertaining in that way, and I'm just thankful that I'm able to enjoy this with you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. Bungo's firing on us. He's very accurate, so we're just gonna let those guns just pass on through. I think there is a DD that's moved up into the center area. Oh, shit. This ain't good. This ain't good. This ain't good. This ain't good. Straddle the baby. Okay, Bungo's very accurate, so I'm just trying to avoid the ships. You got 1 Citadel on us. Okay. Hey, Grim. Have a great one. Have a great one, Grimmy. Thank you, friend, for tuning in. Hopefully, have a great night.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Oh, Ohio, you are aggressive. Defiance, you will die.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Okay. They're able to fire in a safe location. Got good shelf accuracy there. That's good. Again, I don't really know how to play the manual secondary cruiser line. I feel like going full secondaries is a suicide after playing them, but I'm not really that certain. So I've chosen a all main battery gun build, hoping that it's the right way to play them, but I don't know for certain. Can't say that I'm confident in the build. I have line of sight? Absolutely not. Okay, we're gonna come back towards the center. Looks like the gearing has decided to push. I need to hold the Des Moines honest. It looks like the aircraft carrier on my team is keeping the Des Moines honest by attacking on the backside. Des Moines wants to use the island to play You Can't Catch Me, I'm the Gingerbread Man or something. He's actually just the big N. Don't know what the big N is, but he's taking damage. So yeah, that's good. Fire high explosive, I guess. Golden Lion is in secondary gun range. Looks like I'll switch to AP. Yeah, I'm not sure if the shear was spotted, you know, body spotted. If he was body spotted, obviously he should just fire his guns, because why not? But if he actually showed himself, he should not have fired his guns. Yeah, show your side to me. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Time that nice.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay. So many buttons. Okay, so we're gonna push up towards B point. Bungo. Hopefully Bungo wants to fire his ship's gun over at the Slava or something. We're gonna use hydroacoustic search. Why not? Yep, the Bungo is looking the other way. That's good. Cast an angle. Okay, decent AP damage. Not really afraid of the torpedoes because I went anti-air knowing that I have insane AA. I do think that this is how you play it, man. I think this is the way you play these guys. Go all in on your main battery, knowing that the secondaries are going to be there regardless. We've got to try and take away his avoidance. So I'm going to go to the north side of these islands, knowing that his only play is to go north.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Our team has taken the lead. Enemy destroyer sunk.
Torpedoes, direct front.
It's so funny because this is opposite. This is literally the opposite of the recommended build for this line. Oof! Rhode Island. Rode that island.
And fair seas.
Okay, so we're headed over towards Sea Point. Looks like the aircraft carrier decided to go up to the northeast side of the map. Since we're the closest to Sea Point, I'm just gonna try and capture it for my team.
I need intelligence data.
Yeah, I've never played the Wisconsin. I've never played the Rhode Island. I don't know half of these lines. Like, literally, I have no idea what they are. It's quite ironic being a CC and not knowing any of this stuff. But that's okay. And Haku is fast as hell.
Enemy severely.
Nice. Literally, the last thing I remember, they were testing the hybrid the support carriers. I don't understand why the Japanese one never got put in the game. I hear that it's because the mines were just broken and they just couldn't balance them. But man, we gotta play that again. Hey JT, how you doing? We'll play this again because that was fun. I just think this is the right build. I feel like this is the build. Because what I can do is I make my main battery better, I make my main battery more accurate, and I use the German hydroacoustic like you should. And then with the commander, I go all of the defensive skills, incoming fire, instead of any of these others. Demolition expert, don't go demolition expert. That's really for secondaries. Don't go secondaries. You want to go anti-air. And the reason you want to go anti-air is to enable hydroacoustic to be useful always. You don't have to make a concession to take defensive fire AA to protect the ship. By going focus fire training and going AA defense, I am not afraid of aircraft. And the 4-point AA defense improves the ship consumables coming off a cooldown, which is faster. The only secondary skill you really need is Pack a Punch. It also improves your torpedo damage, so that is a threat. That is a real threat that you can use to layer with your ship to deny, smoking gearings or deny their escape route. Getting another charge of all of your stuff is really helpful because it's a temporary damage control. So limited charge damage control is a concern. The heal is not impressive at all. The heal is very unimpressive. Getting another charge of hydro allows you to be aggressive. The concealment skill is great for defensive as well, which you need desperately because this is not a line that can take damage very well. And because it won't take damage very well, take Adrenaline Rush. Obviously, you're going to take damage, so you might as well capitalize on it. I chose Grease the Gears over Gunfeeder just because German HE is not very impressive damage output. And I've tried all the builds. Believe me, I tried the recommended build, and we're going to load back in. I'm going to run an ad break. One moment. Yeah, JT, I also agree. I feel like just because a ship is really good at something doesn't mean that you have to go all in on making that something the best in the game. Because if you think about it, your main battery is your main battery. It's the battery that you're going to use mainly in the game. That's probably the highest percentage effect in the game. If I forego the accuracy and the rate of fire, like the game wants to instruct me to do, or the protection for incapacitation, which is a big threat as well because these guns aren't mega big battleship guns. They're kind of the small battleship guns on a cruiser, stuck on a cruiser. So they will incapacitate against a big battleship gun. By investing in my main battery and making that more effective, I actually am scarier overall because I can affect the enemy at my max gun range versus moving into secondary gun range. By moving into secondary gun range, yes, I can be effective. Yes, I'm giving up a little bit of my secondary gun range, but I can basically get it back to my concealment by just selecting manual secondaries, which is really cool. You can't do that with other lines. Whatever the secondaries are set to, that's what they will be for the rest of the game, unless it's the activation skill for the Pan American. But in this example, by investing in the main battery, I actually make the main battery worth a damn. The Germans are notorious. This is just like the German main battleship line. The main battleship line wants you to go secondaries. But if you go secondaries, then your main battery is just garbage. It's just so inaccurate. It's like the least accurate line that you can play. But if you enhance your main battery, that's scary. If you enhance your main battery, you can still fire it with your secondaries. So it's still contributing in that secondary engagement. But now I can, quite confidently fire at the Zhao, who is picking on my DD. I can locate my AP low, and I can absolutely dominate it from range, whereas before I would just be desperate to get into gun range of my secondaries, because that's really the only way to be effective. Hopeful that he won't actually land anything and miss. Nope, he hit it, even though we weren't detected. But by investing in, yes, please attack the submarine so my cooldowns can come off a cooldown. But by investing in my main battery, I am more confident at the ranges outside of my secondaries. My secondaries are already overwhelming for DDs and submarines. I don't need to make them kill them 0.5 seconds faster. That's never going to be a problem. They're already a counter to those classes inherently. So yeah, by making it inherently stronger against those classes, the classes that I'm weak against, please don't take torpedoes, I feel more comfortable in all matchups, because now EDs and submarines are taken care of. They're absolutely handled. I don't have to make myself any more powerful in that matchup. But I'm more comfortable against battleships and heavy cruisers. I can contribute more in those matchups. I got a Citadel on a Montana from this range, but for example, I can contribute more significantly in those matchups so that I feel confident. I feel like there's value. I don't need to just hide behind islands and have my secondaries go pew-pew the whole time, So it's a lot more rewarding playing it this way, I feel. It's a lot more consistent.
Torpedoes, direct front.
I've played quite a few matches in it
Torpedoes to port.
for the time that I've been back, and I have not felt like they have been impressive. There's a lot of air to attack as well. Oh, hello there, beautiful. I'm dreaming of a submarine. Oh yeah, go right there. Take it all. Take it all.
Torpedoes to starboard.
We got a lot of incoming.
Torpedoes to starboard. Waiting instructions.
But, yeah, I mean, like, no problems killing the submarine, clearly. Like, enhancing the damage against a submarine and a DD, I'm not going to see the reward from that change. But I'll definitely see the reward from enhancing my damage against other ship types. Definitely will see that. I can still, like, body attack, and it won't show my ship because of the nature of manual secondaries, so I can just throw a bunch of crap in the smoke and try and land shells on the gearing or whatever this thing is. Yeah, we're interrupting. Yeah. Oh, you don't like that, do you? Oh, yeah, that's cheesy, right? Oh, yeah, that's not fair. These are things that I would obviously do better with fully enhancing the secondaries, but is it really necessary to do better when I'm already, like, the best? No, no. That's not necessary either. What are you doing, Dr. Octavius? I'm just gonna send torpedoes. Val's doing his thing. That's fine. Probably get a fire on us.
All stations proceed to capture that area. Roger.
Our team has taken the lead.
I think I'll just let one fire burn.
Intelligence data.
I wish my hydroacoustic could be available. Oh yeah, there he is.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Like, I'm never gonna have trouble with my secondaries in that matchup. There's no point to me making my secondaries, like, godlike. I'm already a god to these guys, you know? How much higher do I have to stand on a pedestal over DDs for me to feel like I'm happy with the performance? You don't really need to do that, you know? It's just like putting the icing on the cake is already nice. There's already been you know, there's been a cherry on top, but for some reason this person feels compelled to put a second cherry on top, as if that's on top of more icing. It's like, that's not going to make the shake taste better, or the cake or whatever. That's just going to be like, it's going to just be hilariously overdone. And that's what it ends up feeling like. You feel like you're doing more than you really need to. Montana, what are you doing? Don't be a jerk. I'm the one who's supposed to be the jerk in this match. Oh, he's gonna take a lot of torpedoes. Yeah, this just ends up playing a lot better. Don't go the secondary recommended build. Do not do that. You're getting baited into making the line ineffective in the ways that it needs to be effective. The guns are just underperforming inherently, and if you don't enhance the guns, well, then you're just going to be underperforming until you're in secondary range, and it's at that point it's kind of suicide, because you wouldn't have, you know, worn them down enough to make it manageable. And you need to make it a manageable matchup for the secondaries to overwhelm battleships and cruisers. If you don't do that, it sucks. If you allow the aircraft carrier to affect you, it sucks. So, yeah. I mean, the match wasn't the best match it could be, but again, we're near the top half, whereas in others it wouldn't be sorry. I only have 25 minutes. JT, I only have just a couple minutes left, so I just want to end it solo. But yeah, if you look at this line, it wants you to go all in on damage and secondaries, specifically secondary damage. It doesn't care to recommend any defensive skills to cover up the inherent weaknesses. It doesn't recommend anything to do with the gun accuracy. And if you don't enhance both of those, you're just gonna feel like, here, look, this is the thing that it wants. It wants you to take auxiliary armaments, which is not very good. It wants you to take, I don't really like that. Yeah. So yeah, this was originally the build that I tried to make work. I tried to make the all-in secondary build. Where's my guy? Where's the guy? He's... Yeah, I had this guy. This is the build that I tried to make work, and it just doesn't work. This build just doesn't work inherently. It's too squishy. It doesn't work. But if you go this build, all of a sudden, the line feels pretty decent. If you throw away the secondary gun range, which, yes, it does suck that you're giving up secondary gun range and some shell dispersion. Yes, I will tell you, yes, it does suck to give that up, but it sucks more to have your main battery remain garbage. But if you switch out the 3 modules that I ended up switching out, even protect, yes, the AA skills do protect you from air, and they lower the cooldown of your consumables when your AA is active. That's the bigger gain from the AA skill. So if, for instance, they attempt to attack a submarine, that's free cooldown reduction. If they try to put a fighter up for spotting, that's free cooldown reduction. And the cooldown reduction covers up some other aspects of the weakness. You don't really have a lot of repair party to recover fast enough if you take too much damage. But if you have the cooldown come off a cooldown, same with fast damage control and hydroacoustic. But if you can get these off a cooldown faster, then you're able to protect yourself and your teammates more completely. So yes, I do believe going a full AA build from the commander standpoint enables that German hydroacoustic that is so potent. Otherwise, I would be like, maybe I would take the other. Hell no. Don't ever take defensive AA versus hydroacoustic. German hydroacoustic is legendarily good, so you will always take it. So you will always not have good AA at all to dissuade aircraft carrier attacks. There are far more vulnerable targets than this ship with this build, and I get all of the cooldown reduction that the 4-point has baked in as well. Yeah. Obviously. You could just give up and take the AA damage, which, that's always a possibility. But I would say that if you do that, you're kind of just giving up inherently rather than... And the way they want to kind of build it, I don't know why they wouldn't recommend rudder shift. I don't think Damage Control System Mod 2 makes any sense whatsoever. Having a faster rudder shift is better overall. The number 3 gun is a 360 gun turret, so switching back and forth, it makes sense. But you can't go bow in. The armor doesn't allow for a bow in position. 27 millimeters is not enough armor for a ship of this size to just go bow in. And then you have their citadel, which is easily accessible. So having the ability to maneuver and play with the bow so that the higher armor is available is far more valuable than taking that damage control reduction thing. That doesn't make any sense. The auxiliary armament doesn't make any sense. Those skills just are baits. And you need to improve the main battery accuracy. You just have to. If you don't improve it, it's going to feel just as bad as playing the Bismarck or Friedrich der Grosse before taking those skills on those ships. And we know how those felt, right? Those felt so bad that nobody wants to play those ships. But magically, if you improve the accuracy, they feel at least halfway decent, right? Prop mod is OP. Hello, baby. Oh my gosh. Hello, baby. Hello, sweet. You want some water? I'll get you some water, baby. So yeah, definitely don't overinvest in secondaries. Get the 3-point skill because it's high value for this type of ship. Forgo the what is it? It's not outnumbered, but it's the one that enhances your main battery reload and your secondary reload, I think. Don't get that. You don't need that. It's too conditional as well. It's not universal. That one's crappy too. Don't take that one. You want concealment. And you want the 4-point AA skill. I guess you could go radiolocation, but I don't really feel like radiolocation's good enough on this type of ship because hydroacoustic, the anti-radiolocation skill, is only 6 kilometers. You would have to get into point-blank range to then activate it. It's really hard to get into point-blank range. Yeah, top-grade gunner. Don't take top-grade gunner. It says take top-grade gunner. Don't take top-grade gunner. Yeah. It's too all in. Especially on cruisers. They are not tanky enough to go that far all in my opinion. It would be great if there was another skill that was battleship-esque that you could take, like the improving your repair party. That skill would be amazing, and then you would be arguing with yourself, do I want to have better repair party and extra charge, or do I want to have lower cooldown on my skills when air attacks, right? But I don't get that option. I really can only choose between radio location and this AA skill. All the other skills on the level 4 just aren't really good for this line. But the thing is, you don't need to enhance your damage per minute. Your damage per minute is already really high. Inherently, because you can fire your main batteries and your secondaries. You're really getting too greedy. What you need to do is enhance your defensive capabilities, because this does not have good defensive capabilities, in my opinion. Someone fired at us, but I don't know who. Hello. Wow, the Fletcher's very far forward. That's impressive. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? You doing okay? Obviously, in this matchup, we don't have air to shoot at, so that 4 points kind of useless. I wish that we could switch our loadout based on the matchup, because I would love to have radiolocation versus a useless 4-point skill. There's not even a submarine for them to drop their air on, and for me to farm the the cooldown on. So yeah, I mean, in this matchup, obviously it ends up being a useless skill. But not every matchup is this matchup, you know. And yeah, you could be like, oh well, you could take top grade gunner with those 4 points. Yeah, I guess I could, but if I lose another matchup so hard that I hate playing the ship, I probably am never going to play it ever again. So I have to kind of make myself enjoy a little bit of playing it. If I don't do that, I'm just not going to play the line. And this sucks to play when air attacks, and seeing no benefit to the air attacking really was a huge turnoff. Hello, hello. And, you know, if you want to hide behind islands because the lack of defense, if you're in a carrier matchup, they'll just keep you spotted perpetually because there's no way for you to deal with them. Hey, sweetheart. And, you know, God, that's one of the things that I would like to do, is I would like to play some matchups where I just take 1 point skills or all 2 point skills. You know, like I think it would be hilarious to have that as like a play style. That will be content that I will be making in the future, just for fun. But obviously it's really inefficient and not recommended at all, but hilarious nonetheless. Oh, please, Anchorage. Minnesota's firing at us. No, we're just gonna let this pass harmlessly.
Fordere Feuerunterstützung an. Eliminieren Sie das Ziel. Hydroakustische Suche aktiviert. Feueralarm! Torpedos direkt voraus!
Take the torpedo, friend. Anchorage is definitely not interested in us. He's got...
Torpedos, Achtung aus!
Somehow I switched to high explosive on my guns. That's not obviously what you do. Hello, hello, guys. Trying to help King George.
Hello. Doing okay, baby?
Yeah, it just sucks, man. I just fat fingered it. That's another reason why I want to get the gyro controller online. Fat fingering will be less of an issue because the buttons are so, like, separated inherently from each other. It's not just a row of numbers. But obviously, if I was just better with my keyboard, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Cool, cool, cool.
Zielen Sie auf das gegnerische Schiff.
Yeah, we're rushing it. Just wish the heal was more powerful. It would be so nice to enhance the heal on cruisers. For this line in particular. Someone fire at me? Oh, the Musashi at max range was firing at me. Wow.
Ziel identifiziert. Leiten Sie die maximale Feuerkraft auf das Ziel. Zielkoordinaten übertragen.
Kill him before the game ends! Kill him! Well played, guys. Ah. Our side did a good job. I don't know what else happened, but our side did a good job. Alright. I think we just had too many people on our flank, honestly. But that's okay. Yeah, we were up 4 ships, but we were out of position for most of it. So that's the problem that happened, is we were just out of position to affect the match as much as we could. The enemy team did a good job. The Shawhurst and the Anchorage and the Minnesota dragged everyone away. Our DD, while spotting on the outside, couldn't contribute for capturing the center. We had to take out another DD. So they just did a good job of wasting our time while we had to sail around the island to affect them. But it was fun either way. But you can just see that this line is not... The recommendations are just... They're just wrong. The recommendations just don't work for balance or competitiveness inherently. And they'll bait players to do something that will lead to not as much success as they should have, quite honestly. All right. Well, thank you guys. We're at the end of the stream, but I just wanted to take the opportunity to once again thank everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys joining me. This is my first multi-stream that I've ever done, and I think it worked out really well. My laptop is burning through battery as I am doing this, but that's okay because I wanted to see how this went. But I will definitely be streaming at Twitch and YouTube as I have tonight. I will also be making long-form video on my YouTube channel. You can find me at both of them, youtube.com/Notser, twitch.tv/Notser as well. I create World of Warship content where I cover the game. I will do everything in between. The next form of content will be me addressing the gyro controls. Gyro is using a controller that has gyroscopic control scheme, and it enables mouse-like accuracy on a controller. I find that my wrist and the bottom half of my palm has like a resting callus that formed over time as I was being a PC gamer. And there's other inherent disadvantages. I can't play a mouse and keyboard really comfortably on a big screen. So you would then be expected to play World of Warships Legends if you really like this type of game, which is fine if you want to do that. But wouldn't it be nice if you could play the superior version of World of Warships on either your desktop PC, a laptop, or a big screen TV, all with the same control scheme, and it all feel just as accurate and precise as using a mouse and a keyboard, right? That's basically what I'm suggesting is possible. So on my hopefully next stream, I will delve into this and showcase just how to make it possible for you to enjoy the game in that manner. And I'm running it through Steam. Steam has a really great tool set that enables this, so it'll be really fun. But yeah, really thankful for you guys being here. I am actively working on new overlays. I sold everything. I didn't save anything, so it's going to be all fresh overlay, and that'll be fun and exciting from my point of view. If you want to continue to support the channel, please like the videos, please subscribe to the channels, either YouTube or Twitch. Please leave comments, please be active in the chat. All these things help to make the experience that much better, so I really appreciate you guys tuning in and sharing your thoughts. You're lovely people. I hope whatever time of day you happen to be in right now, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will catch you guys on the next one, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you again. I will catch you guys on the next one, which should be tomorrow, and yeah, same channels, roughly the same time frame. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to leave you with some music, and then I'm going to close down the streams. But yeah, you've been awesome, and thanks again. Let's see. World of Warships. Nope, that's not it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, tactical Notsers for sure. Plenty coming.